Really announced about 2 weeks ago, and now it's signing day. Can you just kind of talk about what you guys were looking for and how you've prepared for today?
Yeah, it's come really quick. We've had a chance to evaluate a lot of guys, and certainly this is not a typical year for us because we don't have the whole staff on board. Haven't had a chance to really evaluate what our needs are first and foremost. But we're getting a couple guys to sign, which is good. Guys that we think will be great players and great additions to our program. And then every day from here on out to the next signing day in February, we'll be evaluating and recruiting and building our roster.
Introduced 2 weeks ago, has the priority those first 2 weeks been trying to get staff on board?
Certainly, it's been a lot of things. I think any coach has gone through this before, particularly in transition. You got to get your staff on board. You got to get a feel for what's in the program right now. You want to get a feel for what you have player-wise and talking to them. I had a lot of time spending talking to some of our current players. And then also we're building, obviously, a fabulous new facility and look at the plans for that. So in addition to recruiting. So there's been a lot going on. I'm really pleased the way our progress has had. Have had an opportunity to meet a lot of great people in my short 2 week span here, and we'll continue to work. We'll take a little bit of time off for the holidays, and then 1st of January get right back at it.
And then with your staff, can you kind of talk about the guys that you have brought on board and what you've done so far?
Yeah, I was able to bring some guys that have some experience and also have been worked with me before, and that's been critical. And then I think as our fans will see over the next few weeks as we add to our staff, will be a combination of guys that have a lot of experience, some young, hungry guys that are anxious for the opportunity, and guys I think will help us build the best program in the country.
And then you mentioned coming back in January, hitting the ground running. What will be focus number one when your guys are back in, the players are here, you'll start working out, things like that? What will be focus number one when things start back in January?
Yeah, we'll start a week early before the players report back for classes, and it'll be a week for us to get organized as a staff, get our off-season program ready, and then certainly get a jump start on recruiting when the dead period's lifted, so to speak, the second week in January. So it's going to be a busy week for us. Also, we're going to transition moving from the old field house to the press box, which will be our home for the next year and a half or so. So we'll do that as well. But I'm really excited about what's coming along with the staff. I think our fans will be excited as well. And then certainly for recruiting, every day we're going to do something recruiting. And with the way college football is now with the transfer portal, you have to recruit every day. And you might get a player every day all the way up until August. So for us, evaluating potential recruits, looking at the transfer portal, staying in contact with high school coaches, and then running our own team and getting them ready to play are big things that we're going to be doing starting January 3rd.
And in those 2 weeks leading up to today, how hectic has it been to try to evaluate guys to see if there are people that you can add in this early signing period that came up so quickly?
Yeah, we tried to identify what we're going to have available to sign scholarship-wise, certainly, and then what our needs are. And that's been kind of a twofold process of looking where our needs are and what we have available. And sometimes you get disappointed when you don't get a guy maybe that you wanted and you haven't had time to establish a relationship. But I tell our coaches all the way, don't ever worry about the guys we don't sign. If you go to a rival, maybe that bothers you for a little bit, y'all should be more concerned with the ones you do sign. Make sure you sign the right guys. And that's been our cautious approach, I should say, in what we're doing about signing early. And then certainly even with that approach coming into February. Yeah, Harvey's got great size. I think his best football is way out in front of him. He's competitive, he's athletic, and we have some tight ends, I think some really good tight ends, but we use a lot of them in different ways, both from inside, close to the line of scrimmage, and out wide as well. And he has the athletic ability to play both inside and outside for us as a tight end, and I think he's going to get bigger and stronger, and he's already got great size. Yeah, we've known about Anwar. Coach Robbing, now our running back coach, and I have known about him for over a year now. I've watched his career through junior college. He had a great year last year, led them to a junior college national championship. Kept in touch with him all the time, and certainly when we went to move up here, we thought this is a guy that would be good on our offense, not only as running back, even though it's primarily his position he played, but also as a slot receiver. And he's explosive. He's a tough runner. He played in a great high school program, played in one of the best junior college programs in the country, and I just love his mentality, so I think he can make an instant impact for us. he played in a great high school program, had a tremendous year. He's a very intelligent guy, plays a lot of sports. He's very athletic, he's got good speed, and he's also a very, very good student. He's a 4.0 student and a guy that we think can probably learn all 4 of our receiver positions, which is going to make him really valuable for us.